death traps, and confusion. That's what the Sirens have found so far in the Amber Temple as they try to locate the Sunsword and vengeance for Kasimir's sister. Find out in Ravenloft, Sirens of the Shadow Session 16, Curse of Strahd, Lich's Lair. What happens next? And we're just gonna kind of jump right into it. I think I can look at. Actually, I can just look at sheets and see who I need to give stuff to, if anybody.
I stay forgetting to use that inspiration.
That seems to be the theme because I just looked at all three of your sheets. Look, if
We like to hoard our inspiration, okay?
Yeah, I need to.
Except
I keep it till I really need it.
it doesn't stack though. It's not like Baldur's Gate 3 where you get 4, which I mean in that case you get 4 because there's 4 players.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
You know what though? I respect it. It's very gamer of you. Pro gamers. That's what we got here.
It's we get to the end of the game and I still have it used.
I know. I know I
I
should be using it probably like once a session, but damn it, I'm like, no, I can't. What if I need it for something else?
Which is why I give it to y'all every week.
I know. You're like, I'm gonna give it back, and I'm like, no.
My inspiration. I like the little.
It's that
sun
power
on
trip,
my
okay? That's what
thing.
it is. It's more power. You can't have it.
Alright, well. Last time we left off, y'all had found a skeleton boy who does not remember anything.
Yeah, he don't remember fucking shit except for this room, and he don't even know what's in it.
He doesn't even know his name. So y'all were searching the room a bit last time. I think we cause he doesn't even know that it's his room. He was just like, I'm here.
He's like, I don't know, I'm here. I've always been here.
This is my life.
Welcome to it. I know nothing about it.
I just exist.
Well, did we ask him if we could look through all this shit that may
We
or may
just
not
started
be?
doing it, and he's like, oh, I don't know what I have here.
Well,
Yeah.
Asking.
Yeah, I think y'all kind of just started looking, and he was just like, I'm okay with this. I don't know.
I don't think we found anything though. If we did, I didn't write it down.
I can double check my notes here. Um. Oh, okay. No, we haven't really had a chance to say what we found. That's right. We kind of stopped just before y'all started to really look around. Um. So immediately, the easiest thing you can see, just sitting there on the desk that you're in front of, is this bronze covered spell book. And so like it's this rotted out desk that it's sitting on. Uh
This one or
the the one you're right in front of Shinzu.
Oh,
Yeah.
pick it up. Hang on. What is it? What is it?
spell book.
Yeah, bronze covered spell book. Right, pretty much right there where you see that paper.
Okay.
Um so I assume you pick it up and you kind of examine it.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, on the spine is a title. The Incants of Exathanter.
Yeah.
Who the what now?
The Incants of Exathanter. And I'll type that into chat. Nice. We don't shame burps around here. We just go nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Maddie's used to it.
I am.
Um, and at this, your skeleton buddy kind of immediately starts to hover over you as you do pick that up.
Hang on, dude, bro. I need to
Do you
add
mind?
this to my inventory.
I don't know about that.
I didn't ask. I said I was doing.
Um, I do believe that's mine.
I don't think you remember if it's yours.
Okay, sorry, you putting it in your bag?
These are not the spell books you're looking.
Oh no.
Sure.
Okay.
Are we
Um,
ready for a fight?
let's see. Oh, where's my dice tower when I need it? Got a whole dice tower and I'm not even using it. Um, does a 28 hit?
No, because I said so.
Let's see. Looks at character sheet. She's giving me a trust me bro internet.
Listen, if I can divide it by 2 and it's under 18, then it's a hit.
And that's what we call girl math.
True.
Player math. It's D&D player math. That
You're like, what the fuck? He can't remember anything about his life, but all of a sudden we touch one book and he's like, oh,
That's mine.
unhand it, peasant. Like what?
Yes, it hits me.
Okay, yeah, I know. Um, let's see.
Imagine if it didn't. Be crazy.
Well, it might not because I can deflect attack.
Ooh.
15 cold damage.
I have a resistance to cold anyway.
She do be a snake.
Okay.
Well,
Oh yeah, because of her. Yeah,
well,
it's because of her.
because of my Zarp shit.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, her dark deal, whatever. Yeah. So it's gonna be half that then, which is gonna round down to 7.
Okay.
And
Is,
then
is fuck.
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw for me.
A con save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Tell me what you get.
17.
17. Okay. You are paralyzed
Oh
for
no.
a minute. Uh, which
I don't know
means
if I would even be able to deflect. Is it cold damage?
yeah. So you got the cold damage, but then you also are now paralyzed as a side effect of that.
Okay. You said it was 6, 7. Some damage?
It was 7
Some
damage. 7 damage.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, hey.
I have food.
Okay.
Hey, shh.
I did.
All right. So you are paralyzed for a minute, which means that you are incapacitated, which means you have 0 speed right now. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, Attack rolls against you are with advantage, and any attack rolls that hit you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. And we will do initiative now.
Right. Where's my dice box? Right here, duh.
Make sure you do the proper initiative, Maddie.
I got a 23.
I got a nat 20.
That's
A
actually
25.
All right.
It doesn't matter because I'm paralyzed.
See, 25, and then what? Did somebody else say
I
something?
got a 22.
22. And then did I miss Phil? But 23. Okay, so y'all are all within pretty good range. Unfortunately, Shinzu, while being first, is stuck. So Philabella is next. You see this go down.
Where are we on this map? I can't even.
Uh,
Over here.
yeah, you're over here. Yep.
Turn the wrong way.
Turn around.
I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
All right.
I'm gonna try at least. Damn. Well, it's 17 plus 7. I don't feel like doing that math right now.
17 plus 7.
If I don't hit that.
24.
Fuck.
Let's see. 24 hit. Yes.
I get better. Okay, 2, 10. Where's my 10? They're all hiding underneath stuff. That one fell. 8 and 2.
All right. So 10. All right. I guess I can reveal his name since y'all would probably figure out at this point. He said it was his book.
Well, he didn't remember anything.
Yeah, but it's he just happened to be like, wait a minute. Something I have a it was a there he felt a disturbance in the force there.
But
Uh,
feel it.
anyway.
Ellis's turn.
Next.
Damn it!
I said y'all were right after each other.
Put Hunter's mark on that hoe.
All right, let me give him a little asterisk so we know he's got Hunter's mark.
Yup, and then I'm getting up in his grill.
Also, Seth isn't here, so if you forget what Hunter's mark does, he won't get mad at us.
No, it's okay. I got it this time. What I do need a reminder about is because I have 2 short swords.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bonus action.
Yes, because you got the 2-weapon fighting. Yeah.
Sick. Okay. I rolled a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
Fuck. Okay.
Damn!
Damn it. Oh. Well, an 11 will too. That's unfortunate.
All right. Anything else? Because that was movement, action, bonus action. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
All right. In that case.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to introduce something to y'all, a concept, because we have not played with this concept yet. Uh, Exithanter has legendary actions. What are legendary actions, you ask? Uh, it's something that certain boss creatures have that lets them take actions in between other people's turns. Um, Generally, they'll get one that can be used like at a time, and usually they get 3 actions that they can do before the round resets it. Um, or once his turn starts up again, he gets them back. So he is going to go ahead and, for his first legendary action, he is going to do a paralyzing touch attack on Ellis.
Oh man.
Let's see. 17 plus 12. So 27, 28, 29 to hit. Yep.
Yep.
And then 15 damage. Cold damage.
Okay.
And then I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh, I found it. Oh, I have a +0. God damn it. I rolled a
While she,
6.
never mind.
What was that?
A 6.
Okay. You are also paralyzed for a minute.
Damn.
I just realized that I definitely read my ring wrong. It says if you take cold damage, the damage is reduced by 2d8, not
Oh.
just
Okay.
resistant to it.
Okay. Okay, so 2d8. Did you want to go ahead and
I
roll that?
rolled, I rolled already,
Okay,
and
what'd
I
you
rolled
get?
12.
12? So you take
I
3.
just didn't. Okay. I
Um,
didn't remember what.
and actually, on your turn, you do get a chance to try to get out of that paralyzed touch. So if you want to make that if you want to make that Constitution saving throw again.
What?
If you make the if you can try the Constitution saving throw again to get unparalyzed.
Oh, I can.
Mm-hmm. Anytime it's at the end of your turn, you get to make an attempt to get out of it. Um,
Oh, it's not the start of my turn.
no, but you were at the start of the combat, and
Oh,
I skipped you not forgetting about that. So go ahead and
okay. Well, I rolled an 11.
okay, you're still frozen or paralyzed, rather. All right. It is Plep's turn. 5, 10. Plep has no idea what's going on, but just sees that his friends are in danger, so time to step up. Let's see how he does. Nice. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, which will hit. He actually got 17 on the die. And then 8 plus his. Hold on, let me double check that. Immune to poison, so nope, not plus his anything. So
He has a skeleton.
yeah, he's a little more than that. I don't know if y'all figured that out.
He's got the body of a skeleton.
Yeah. All right, and then he's gonna try to attack again, and he's gonna miss this time. Alright, Esmeralda. I think. Let me make sure that Exithanter doesn't want to do anything. Nah, Exithanter doesn't want to do anything. Okay, Esmeralda's turn. And so she's going to go ahead and... let's see, she's got her crossbow, so I think she's going to stay back. And she's going to... Actually, no, she benefits from going in range, or melee. I forgot, because she gets 3 attacks if she uses her rapier and then silvered sword.
Attunement.
Ooh, a nat 20.
Nice, nice, nice.
So that's going to be 2d8 plus 5. 16 damage total on the first attack. She's going to hit on the second attack for another 8 damage. And then last attack. She's going to hit again for 9 more damage. He has now taken 50 total damage. You can kind of see that his bones are starting to weaken.
Brittle boy.
All right. It is Kasimir's turn. So what we're not going to do is we're not going to do Fireball. It's a little too small of a space. Despite how much Kasimir loves his Fireball.
And everybody would be in its range.
Yeah. It's a little small of a space. Little small. Itty bitty battle space. His best bet right now is to just do a Firebolt. Plus... Okay, he hits for 10 damage. So he managed to max it. He has now taken 60 total damage. And I believe that's it for Kasimir. Yep. Which means it is officially Exithanter's turn. And he is going to... Is that only when he does legend? Yeah, that's only on a legendary. Okay, He's gonna cast Ray of Frost at Kasimir. A 21 I'm pretty sure will hit. Yep. For only 3 damage. But Kasimir will also be reduced by, will have a reduced speed. Only able to go 20 feet now if he has to move. Until his next turn. So, turn after this next, like until the next Exithanter turn. Alright, I think that's it for our Skelly boy. Yeah, that's gonna be it for his turn. Davian's turn. And he's gonna... Actually, he's gonna stay back. Because I know he does have a... Yeah, he's got a crossbow. Nat 20. Let's go. For 2d6 plus 2. 11 damage to Exithanter. And now he's gonna come in and beak attack. Sorry, having to move y'all. Y'all are like sitting on top of each other.
Yep.
Let's see if this beak attack hits. He will miss with the beak attack. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Exithanter's going to take his legendary action after this. And I need every creature that's not an undead, so that's everybody, to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 13.
I got an 18.
I nat 20
Okay.
plus 4.
I'm having to roll for all the NPCs. Esmeralda got a 13. Plep got a 9. Davian got a... He got high enough. He got 19. And then Irina... The only other character sheet I forgot to grab. She got... an 8. So the only people who passed, because it was an 18 or above, is Philabella. Who else was it that was over 18?
I got an 18.
Okay, 18 or higher. Yeah, 18 or higher. So you and then Davian. That was it. So Shinzu, Philbilla, and Davian are the only ones who passed. Everybody else is going to take 6d6 necrotic damage, and then
What?
the three of you who passed are going to take half of that.
Jeez.
13, 17, 20,
16.
25. So
Ah.
everybody who failed takes 25 necrotic damage. Everybody who passed takes 12.
Great.
One more time.
Everybody who failed takes 25 necrotic damage, and then everybody who passed takes half of that, rounded down, so 12.
It didn't even fully matter. I have like no fucking health.
So Davian still has 19. Are there any player characters still up?
I am, but I'm paralyzed.
I have
I'm up,
10
but barely.
left.
Let's see. Plep is down to 20. So 28 out of 40. Kasimir is down to 12 out of 40. Esmeralda is down to 57 out of 82. I didn't change Irina's score, so it's gonna be now. No, I did. Hold on. No, I didn't. Has she been? No, y'all took long rests before all this, so she should be full health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then she's actually at 27 now. And then I think that's it for NPCs. All right. And so Phil Bellows still up barely, and
Yes.
Shinzu is up but not able to move. And then Ellis is down though, correct?
I have 10 health left.
Oh, okay. So everybody's still up. Okay.
But I'm also still frozen.
Yeah, but you're also frozen, yeah. All right. And that was at the end of Davian's turn that he did that legendary action. So it's actually Irina's turn now. So she's going to go ahead and... Oh, he's an undead, isn't he? Yeah, he is. 20. She's going to Massive Disruption his ass. And she hits. Which... I mean, it's after the damage takes effect, but he's going to be in trouble. Either way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He takes 9 more damage. Which means he's taken 80 total. Which means he has to take a wisdom saving throw. Did he pass? That's going to be close. He failed, which means you just see, upon her striking Exithanter, he lights up into this explosion that sends him into, like, just ash in front of you.
Sick.
Goodbye, Exithanter. We hardly knew ye.
He hardly knew he.
And now I have to make one more roll in the background. But y'all won.
Woo!
Okay.
That was scary. Did not like Skeleton Man.
And y'all are now, after a minute or so, y'all are unfrozen. Or unparalyzed, rather. You weren't frozen, you were just paralyzed with fear, essentially. Alright. And with that, Esmeralda just goes, y'all know what that was, right?
Not a clue.
I believe... I'm making sure she would remember this information. I believe that was some sort of greater skeleton. They're a very dangerous foe.
Ow. My headphones? Her butt head?
But anyways, we should probably move on.
I mean...
Unless there's more you wish to find in...
Did she get the...
Yeah, she's got the book, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she put it in her bag, which is why this whole fight started.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
And so let me double check what spells are going to be in that, and then that way you know what spells you can use from that spell book.
I was gonna say, who has the book?
You do. You put it in your bag.
Oh.
The whole reason this started.
Yeah, you said I don't give two shits, low-key.
I still don't.
Alright, so the spells you will have access to via this book are Detect Thoughts, Dispel Magic, Fireball level 5 version, Invisibility, Lightning Bolt level 5 version. I'm writing it down so you don't have to worry.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, Animate Dead, Dimension Door, Plane Shift, Chain Lightning, Finger of Death, Power Word Kill, and Scrying.
How could...
She got all the spells now.
Just because you have access to this book doesn't mean that, like, you know these spells inherently, right?
Yeah.
You still have to, like, take the time to learn them, and whoever is going to do that anyways. Like, it could be anybody in the party that's more whoever's magically inclined to do so. Right? Okay. And with that, what do y'all like to do next?
How would I add something like this to my inventory?
Um, I would just put it as like like. Hmm. Is there a spellbook thing? Let's see. If you just put a spellbook, blank spellbook in there, and you can always like make a note to it that's like that it was Exithanter's, right? And that'll be good enough. That would be good enough for at least me to quickly be able to know what you're referring to.
Okay.
I'll keep looking around.
Okay. As you kind of look around, give me a investigation check
Okay.
or perception, whichever you know.
I'll do investigation. We'll switch it up a bit. A 10.
All right. With a 10, you mostly find junk, really. You do get a chance to kind of look over Exithanter's body. Um, and that kind of gives you some. What's he got on him? He has like a couple Electrum on him, and that's about it.
Nice money.
He's a
Okay.
yeah. Anybody else wish to look around the room?
Nope.
Okay.
How much did he have though? Because I think I have the resident
We do.
wallet.
He had a couple Electrum.
What? Just two?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in here for a long time. He ain't making money.
Okay. I'm good.
All right. Philbell, wish to search more, or are we kind of done with this room?
Tonight be gone. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Meantime, we're gonna see if I can do any cool stacking. It's our favorite pastime whenever we're to perfect. We gotta
Stacking? No. D&D character stacking.
exactly. Boom! Look at that, an upside down stack. Let's go.
That's actually crazy.
And what's great is it's on video.
Yes.
Well, I found our TikTok clip for this episode. You're welcome, TikTok.
Oh, the screaming.
All right. Well, I'm gonna assume for now, unless she comes back and says otherwise, that y'all are ready to do whatever. But whatever y'all want to do, I'm really just here to kind of navigate y'all. So tell me what y'all want to do. Just a reminder to go back. You do have to jump over that hole.
Yeah.
There's a hole there. Oh, that's where Plep took that damage from.
Yeah.
So actually, he is not at 20. That's right, because Plep fell in the hole.
Poor pleb.
He is actually at 7.
Well, hopefully none of us does the same and then breaks the ankle and bleeds out.
Hopefully, Plep doesn't fall again, because I don't think he could survive another fall.
Just use up all of our potions of healing after the fight.
That's up to y'all if y'all want to use them.
Oh man. I mean, I guess there's not like. Do we know about these? Whatever this is?
Nope,
Probably not. Cool.
there's walls
I
there.
guess
What do you mean?
Finn's skills suck.
What do you mean? There's walls there.
No. There's no whatever this is.
There's walls here. Can't you see? There's no walls. There's no doors.
Yep. Interesting base over here.
Oh, we were we were goofing around as we were waiting to see if you wanted to search the room.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't know what we're doing.
Perception or investigation.
Yeah, I sucked acid investigating shit, so
Also, we got a TikTok clip.
yeah.
I managed to land Plep on your head like that.
I rolled 2. I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19?
18 perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd say Shinzu and Philbella are able to notice that there is a little hidden compartment. A little door
There
right
is
here.
a door.
There is a door. And I'll go ahead and mark that there's a door here.
That's a hand.
Who the fuck is Isidore?
He is the one who he's the guy who failed us when it came to protecting us from the One Ring. There you go. There's your door. Or is it? I guess it's I guess it's Isildur. Actually, is Isildur? I think it's still pronounced Isidore.
Isidore and there's your door.
Yeah. But there's your door to go through. Actually, it's not there.
I would move, but
Actually, you see 2 doors. There's that one, and then there's.
Yeah, lock 'em. Lock 'em.
And then there's one here as well. So 2 doors. So there's your third brother. The 2 doors. It's got Henry Cavill.
is Plet dead or is that just?
Oh, that's just me being goofy. He's got 7 health though. I remembered where why he had only.
Right, buddy. I've got 8.
CJ says, "Let me see if I could put them on there again." Missed, and then was like, "But what if I upside down him and then did it first try?"
So in the room that Shinzu's exploring, since you went in there first, dust and cobwebs fill the otherwise empty room. The ceiling here is about 10 feet high. And then Philabella.
Must have been the wind.
Yep.
That door's locked.
Well, whose fault was that?
You know what? Actually, would it still be locked? Actually,
I don't know.
Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
You know what? It's open. I'll let you in, because he's dead.
Yay.
Because it was an arcane lock, but if he's dead, I don't know if the magic would.
Can.
I don't know if the magic would still exist. Um, Behind the secret door here is a small dusty room. Rising from the floor in the eastern half of the room is a scaly arm and claw, clutching a small box made of bone.
Good for him. Can I even attempt to take the box from him?
You can take the box.
I don't like how you're saying that.
For a
But
price.
I'm gonna take it.
Ew. Marriage. As you wish. Alright, it's, yeah, you got the bone box now.
It's so fucking cryptic about it. I'm gonna open that box.
Remember when I had a bag of bones?
Yeah, children bones.
Yeah, you, like Seth typed, you open the box. In the box is, it's empty. Just a bone box. Pretty cool box.
Well, fuck this box. I'm not taking it with me. Fuck that thing. Bitch ass box.
It's another trees incident.
Making it all dramatic for nothing.
Fuck you on principle now.
That's what she's saying too. She's like, a fucking box not having anything in it, and your fancy hand statue. Okay, well.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was rolling for Esmeralda there for a second. You know, we could probably make some good money off of that box.
I don't want it. You fucking do it.
I'll go get it.
I mean, at the very least, it's an interesting design.
Grabby grab.
Yep. So you got the box.
Hey, I like the dead things. It's for my queen bitch.
Yeah, you like trinkets, don't you? Yeah, you haven't had you haven't collected a trinket in a minute. You're failing your goddess. Actually, let me see if yeah, goddess technically. If we're being,
True.
She's called the Raven Queen. I'm calling her Queen because that's what she is.
I feel like that's a demotion.
Goddess, but she's a queen.
You're supposed to worship both. It don't matter.
Yeah. Did you want to explore the room you were in, Shinzu, or were you done?
You said it was empty.
Yeah, on a passive perception.
Yeah, you said it was all cobwebby and shit.
Move all the cobwebs.
I guess.
Maybe you find something.
Put all these here.
I am teaching y'all D&D 101, which is always percept in every room.
Okay, well I nat 20'd.
Okay, well you find another door.
I thought he was really gonna go. There's nothing.
I feel like at this point Alice would be like, "Oh, walls are doors." I don't trust the walls anymore.
Just running your hands along them, going
fucking crazy in this place.
knocking on all of them. I know it's here.
All right, well you found another door.
Another door.
Now Plep doesn't have to fucking trip down the hole again.
I'm in the hole, in the door.
Yeah, so in here, this stone library has 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in a hell. A black marble railing encloses a gold marble staircase that spirals gently down a 30-foot wide, 30-foot deep shaft to the north. Against the gray walls stands 6 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On their shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room. So, you found a library.
My favorite place.
I guess
Alex is like, let me in there. Let me read.
I'll roll
Get out of the book.
perception again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you kind of. And actually, somebody should be here.
Uh-oh.
So we'll say that's who
So,
you find when you're perceiving. Where did I
I
put
got
it?
18.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop a potion, by the way.
Pop a potion.
How much? Wait, how is the normal potion? What the fuck is the thingy again? It's not telling me that.
For a normal one?
Yeah, just potion of healing. Oh, 2d4
Yeah, 2d4.
plus 2. Why
Yep.
doesn't it just say that on the fucking thing instead of making me click on it?
Oh, it made you roll for it to do it.
No, it made me like click into it instead of just showing what I could do with it in the inventory.
Yeah. So you see this elven man, kind of already studying some of the books on the shelves. And you also notice that it's actually interesting that these books are so well preserved, because everything else that you found throughout this entire temple has been run.
Like, oh fuck.
It's been run down. Yeah, it's either run down or like falling apart. But this room entirely, not even just the books, but the chairs, the tables, the rugs, everything in here is really well put together still, almost like brand new.
Mm,
The elven man though has not quite noticed you walk in yet.
I don't know what I want to do. Mm,
Irene is kind of sticking close to you.
as she probably would.
Do we want to say anything?
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. Mm, I guess, yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll be
what's the
like,
plan?
I'll just be like, greetings. I don't know.
As you say that, he closes the book he's reading and he turns around. And he's like, "Oh, greetings.
Who are you?
My name is Barcero. How can I help you?"
Uh, we're looking for this girl, right? Because who is his sister or is...
So you're looking for a way to get vengeance on for her because she died already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so then,
You're also technically looking for the Sunsword.
oh, then
Did
I
find
guess
that
I'll...
out? That was in Strahd's castle?
Oh yeah. Y'all figured that out last time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because y'all saw on the map. on the little. Somebody put the 3D model together. Somebody
So
was
I guess I'll just do that. Talk about vengeance for this dude's sister.
okay. A worthy cause, vengeance for elven kind from such a vile creature as that, as Strahd. I have not found anything of note for that yet. Um, at least in my readings so far.
Are you an ally? Do you support the LG?
um, you could say that.
I
I would. It would seem, though, with some present company, that you're not entirely an ally yourself.
huh? What does that mean?
It's really funny because nobody else walked into the room, and y'all probably hear this conversation going down through the halls, but like can barely make out what's being said. Y'all just hear talking.
Uh-huh.
It's that like you're a couple rooms down to it's just like mumbles at that point, but you know a conversation's being had.
What does he mean by not now?
Are you asking above or
But both them.
above? I'm not gonna say, but if you're asking him specifically, he's going to say, um. I see I may have misstepped here. I'm not going to. For the most part, I will say that yes, we are indeed allies, as we both share a potential common enemy through Strahd. But
Okay, I guess.
I'm looking for a different set of information. Have you seen another elf around these parts?
You got to be a little more specific.
That's true, because your friend is an elf. Um, another well, another elf that's not from around here.
Is he gonna have to be a little more specific again? I still don't know who he's talking about.
That isn't from Barovia.
From Raven Queen.
Ravenloft. Well, I was gonna say Ravenloft, but technically Barovia is the land. If we're really gonna be, yeah.
Is he talking about Ellis? No, you're. I mean, she's not an elf.
No, she's a She had so her race does have elven lineage, but it is not elf itself. Shadar-kai
Is
or not.
Bella an elf?
No. Also a similar situation to the Shadar-kai where there's elven blood down the line, but it's not technically an elven race.
I don't know who.
Okay. Well then,
Who are we talking about?
okay. So then that would be a no, I guess. Then when you're, so he's gonna
I'm just
go.
trying to think of who is like a purebred elf that I'm supposed to know.
Okay. Then he
Is
says,
Sophie an elf? Or
uh,
she?
no. Do we have group notes here?
I'm looking, I'm searching. I probably wouldn't have written that down though, because it wouldn't have been important to me, I don't think.
It's really funny because I don't know how much Brit's paying attention. Okay.
Pause for reading.
We can just assume no for now then, since you can't remember off the top of your head, right?
Okay.
So so
Sure.
so he goes, okay, well, yeah, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He and I came here to learn more about some magic, and I know it would sound strange, but we have chosen to travel to Barovia. I,
Uh,
s- I assume since you are not human yourself that you are not from around these parts either.
no.
It is a mostly human plane.
Was the racist dude no?
Hmm?
I so was the species racist, whatever you want to say. Is he an elf?
The elven supremacist? Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Is that
the elven supremacist was an elf.
is that the dude he's talking about?
Well, you'd have to probably give him a name.
Oh no, that's even further in my notes.
But yeah, so Barcero is like,
So
um,
can I roll for like insight or something
you could probably give
to
me a,
cover?
you could probably give me a history check if you've legitimately forgotten. A history check will cover that.
I got 15.
Traric was his name. I
Troric?
Traric, yeah, Traric.
Okay, I'm gonna ask if that's the dude he's talking.
Yes. So you have run into my friend. Where did you last see him?
That was so long ago. No, that was like
Seth.
in game would have been like weeks
That
ago.
was
It
in
was
like
Yeah, it
all
was.
back
Neverwinter.
here.
It was weeks ago. Also, Seth, they can't get him. That would cause a Metal Gear Solid 3 conundrum. Um, I mean, I guess they
You
could get
love
him.
that energy though,
Yeah,
Seth.
we can't be
We just
causing.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we can't be causing Metal Gear Solid 3.
We just
Time
almost
time
attacked a
loops.
skeleton.
This okay. Then I guess I'm gonna just literally tell him that it's been like weeks ago, and he was all the way back on the trail.
Hi!
What the fuck?
I am so sorry. I am really not sure what's going on right now, but my internet is just fucking trash.
Yeah, it's all right. Um. So yeah, Barcero's like, well, obviously you are free to, if you are a friend with Traric, you are a friend of mine. Feel free to explore the library. I have noticed, and this is from a little bit of trial and error on my part. Uh, we can't actually take the books out of this room.
What happens if you attempt?
He points to at the bottom of the stairway. You see that there's a pile of like uh dust, and he's like, that happens to the books.
Got it. Out of this room. So like if I took a book and went downstairs, that happens?
Or
Like this whole
leave the room in any way.
yeah, so the first floor of this room is considered a different room.
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I want to look around at books.
Also, I hope you know True Sight spell.
True sight?
And as you question that and you're opening a book, you see that the pages are empty.
Okay. I definitely don't think I know true sight in any way. But I'm gonna look.
But yeah, probably don't. I believe it's a wizard spell.
No, I don't. I see
Uh,
my two scrolls, but neither of those are true sight.
yeah.
So then I would rely on any of them having it.
Do any of y'all have True Sight? Let's see if Kasimir has it. He does not. At this, I
I
guess,
can use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I guess at this point others are coming in, right? You were asking? I'm sorry.
He got up.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I do either.
Okay. Are you also going in there at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, everybody can now see who Shinzu was talking to. Also, you said you had a 15 on that perception when you first walked in, Shinzu?
She went to the
Oh,
bathroom.
okay. Do you remember if it was a 15 or 18?
I don't remember either. Sorry.
I think it was somewhere around there, so I'll give her the information when she gets back. There's information that she would notice. Was there anything you wanted to see in the room?
Um. Well, I can't look at books.
Yeah, because every book that y'all open, the pages are empty.
Are these just like rugs and chairs and what?
Yeah, those are rugs and chairs. Yeah.
I'll look at this nice staircase.
Are you kind of looking down the staircase, or are you kind of
Yeah.
just okay? Let me see what is down there. What you could see from up here. Let's see. It's the bottom half. You see kind of the this golden marble kind of staircase at the bottom. Like it starts off like as black marble up here, right?
Mhm.
And it kind of leads down into becoming this golden marble. Um, Almost like trying to match the amber color of the actual amber that you've seen in here. Um, and that's pretty much what you can see from just looking straight down the stairs.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not getting too well of a angle of the room from where you're at.
Right. I guess I can try to perception something.
Okay.
I don't know what there is in this room, but I'm gonna find it. A 22.
Okay, well then I will share the information now that I was going to share. Um, you see on the elf man's neck, who I guess only Shinzu and Irina no, is his name is Barcero. But you see on his neck this tattoo, and I put an image of the tattoo into the chat.
Okay.
And with that high of a check, I will also say that you remember that there was a similar tattoo on Traric.
What's this guy's name? Do we know it yet?
Barcero. I'll put it in the. There we go. Now when you highlight him, it'll show it.
Yay.
I should have typed it in once. He had introduced himself already. Sounds like there's not really much y'all can do here.
Mm-mm.
I mean, nothing's stopping y'all from going down the stairs. And then of course there's also.
Yeah, I mean, we can't take the books, so.
Yeah,
we
and
can't read them either.
let me double check that staircase. I think you can see that because you rolled high enough, I think. Oh, that doesn't go where I thought it goes. That's why. At least I don't think it goes where I thought it goes. No, okay, it doesn't go where I thought it goes. Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So you see the door here. Okay. There's a door right here.
Okay. I guess we leave.
Yeah. All right. So as you go down the stairs, I will just go ahead and say that you see the other door here. Well, it's not here. It's actually the stairs actually lead to the first floor, all the way over here,
Oh. Nice.
and lead you there. So anybody who is going there, which I assume everybody except Barcero. Barcero's deep in study. Y'all make it basically down here. Back to where y'all fought that wizard when y'all first came through.
The little statue guy. Me when we wander in circles, damn it.
Well, it's a pretty big place.
I guess we didn't look at this side. What's going on over here?
No, I don't think y'all did. No, yeah, because y'all explored the left half and then y'all went back upstairs.
Okay. Um.
All right, so if you want to go that way, you are going to.
Is she sleepy? Yeah.
All right, much like when y'all made your way to the left side, y'all notice these like amber, like you know, you see the amber on the wall, right?
Mhm.
And you see like the these fate like almost like you're being warned, right? You see these like reflections in the amber, kind of waving their arms and screaming silent warnings to you.
Hmm. I feel like we need to like long rest or reconvene somewhere. So I don't really want to go that way because I feel like we're just gonna get cursed more.
I mean, that's up to the team, but if that's what
I'm
y'all.
fine with that.
Okay. Well, then where do y'all want to stop at? Right here?
Okay, I'm back.
You're good. They talked to Barcero, um, and then they went down. They kind of left that room and went. They went down the stairs to this side, and now they're discussing taking a long rest.
Gotcha.
Now it's just a matter of finding somewhere to long rest before you explore the other half of this temple.
Yeah.
I mean, you could rest out here in the open.
Um. I mean, we could go back to here.
Oh, back into the library.
No, the first place we broke into.
Oh, your little hidey hole.
Yeah.
You could. It's just up these stairs right here. I
I
mean,
feel like
you
if
you
we
don't
sleep
have to.
here, someone's gonna fucking bum rush us. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to sleep where bedrolls are just to make it, because you're technically. I assume adventuring gear includes your bedrolls and stuff,
Yeah.
unless for some reason you sold it.
I don't think we did.
I don't either.
Surviving.
All right. Well, no matter what, wherever you guys decide to long rest, you're gonna have a long rest. So we'll go ahead and just skip the 8 hours.
Still long rest.
Yep.
Make sure you uncheck reset maximum again, Maddie. Gotta leave it unchecked.
I'm surprised you wanted to go this way.
Hmm?
Talking to myself. All right. Eventually, y'all wake up, unless y'all had any conversations you wanted to have. But I think at this point, y'all just want to be done with this temple. It sounds like.
I mean, the one thing. So we came to find the sword and then get revenge, but like, what are we getting revenge on here? On like dust and books we can't read or take with us.
And Strahd as a concept.
He's not here.
I'm trying to remember what exactly it was that was here. There was something specific that Kasimir mentioned.
Is it not just the sword?
He has not said specifically what he's looking for here.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know where it may be? I feel like we're just wandering
If
aimlessly at this point.
sorry, y'all gonna ask him specifically at this point, like y'all are
Uh,
just. I think if we can find some sort of, if we can find the actual main like room, like the main Ember Temple, it's like the actual vault itself.
okay.
If we, I mean, the room I'm thinking is, on. I felt like we were close to it at some point, but we just haven't found it. I mean, it's got to be. We've searched almost every room, right?
I would think this would be the main.
Well, but there's going to be a main vault. This is the main entry.
Um,
Have we been in here? Is it here?
Where at? Where?
It's up here.
I mean, that's a church, anyways. But
Okay.
I would think it would be this big old square room. I don't think we went in here.
True.
We would have to be here, or up here somewhere.
you all should looked right at a room that you didn't go into. Because you also, so you have rooms that you haven't gone to. You haven't gone to any of the right side of upper or lower. Um, you haven't checked any of the lower half of the first of the bottom floor, and then you haven't checked the north side of the bottom floor either. You looked down into it because you looked from up here into it, and then you went, we're gonna turn the other way. But you do have those are your options of rooms that you haven't looked at yet.
I'm gonna say me and Irina go.
So y'all are
to the
gonna go.
library.
Okay, so y'all are gonna go back up into the library, then down the stairs to that room.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else going that way? Is that just
Um,
Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Put Exithanter up.
Me when I spyglass.
Okay, well, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and see what Shinzu and Irina are getting up to. So, Shinzu and Irina, you find yourselves reaching, going down the staircase, right? And lying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around marble bas reliefs of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans, attended by myriad of slaves. Um, the west, south, and east walls contain alcoves. So, uh, west, south, east, or west, south, east. Um, and standing in each alcove is a tall, rough block of amber. Uh, So kind of like in the rooms down here that you found, right? You found those where you got your first dark gifts, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then there's 2 wide cracks that have opened up in the south wall, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber onto the floor in the southeast corner of the room. Kasimir's gonna follow you. Actually, he's gonna be following you because you're actually moving around.
So can I like perception check or something if there's anything else that I didn't get the knowledge of?
Yeah, and I'm gonna also do a check while you do a check.
Uh, I got a 15.
Okay. Um, you hear something like kind of skittering in the crates.
Skittering?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Shit.
Anything you wish to do about that?
I'm trying to think what I could do. Can I like break one of the boxes that I
Yeah, give
heard it coming
me.
from or whatever?
Yeah, give me a attack roll.
An attack roll?
Mm-hmm. Depending on what type of attack you're doing to it.
I was just gonna use my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Roll to see if I hit the box?
Yeah. Just roll to see if you hit first.
Okay. 7 plus 9. 16?
16. Yeah, that'll hit. Um, go ahead and give me damage.
Okay.
And actually double it up because it's not moving.
So double the damage.
Mm-hmm.
So if I roll 1d8, just 2d8, and
Yeah.
then plus whatever.
And then plus the base. Treat it like you crit hit.
17 damage.
All right. Um, and as you do that damage, you break the the crate, and out pops a vampire spawn
Sick.
that you have damaged. And once you've caused that to happen, the other crates burst open with more vampire spawn coming out of them.
Sick. More vampire spawns.
And I'm going to need. Oh, where'd that one land? I don't even know where that one went. I'm gonna need
Initiative.
yeah, thank you. Sorry, my brain just.
Uh,
I was
Yeah,
doing
I'm
so
not
many.
there either, huh?
Nope,
hey.
y'all are on a different room. That's like 3 rooms away or 4 rooms
I was
away.
gonna
Cause you,
say, can we hear anything happening in there?
give me perceptions.
You gotta move, Sansa.
Maddie will roll perception when she gets back in there. She's
Okay.
in the kitchen. Huh?
I got a 17.
You wanna roll it for me?
Yeah, I don't know your modifier for perception, no.
I got it.
Maddie said it was an 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. She got an 18.
I could. I'll say that y'all can probably hear it. Because of what, a 17 and 18, yeah.
Quickly, men! Let's go! Do we have to initiative because we hear it, or is it gonna initiative when we get in the room?
I'll let it initiative when you get in the room, but I will make it to where it takes at least.
wait.
Oh, it's gonna take a while for y'all to get there, so we'll kind of
Yeah,
do
that
back.
first, and then just put me in there when you think is correct.
Yeah,
We long rested again, right?
Oh,
correct.
we did. That's
Okay.
right. Good. I have all my shit back.
I was gonna say because I was gonna use my uncanny metabolism to heal, but I realized that we
You
were
don't
long
need it.
rested, so I didn't need to.
Also, when you get a chance, can you look at my freaking sheet and make sure it's doing the health thing right? Because I feel like it's really low still, considering.
It should automatically do it every time you level up, but
I'm at a
So-
20 after getting 6 levels and different things, and I'm like, is that really?
So they do like
They
what
u-
you would theoretically on average roll, and it's a constant thing. So instead of
it
like
should.
potentially rolling max every
It
time,
it
it's
sh-
like
I think it gives you.
every time or something.
I think it.
want to.
think it gives you the max every time, or at least near it.
No, it doesn't.
I might need to just
Like if
re-roll
yours
it
is
myself then.
like
Okay.
if you have a D8, it rolls a 5 for you automatically every time.
Let me see. I don't know when it counts it though, because I have 3 sorcerer.
I
3
mean,
druid.
also, yeah. I mean, you're also a sorcerer. You're also a sorcerer and druid, which are like.
I am, but I feel like still it's because what did it say for sorcerer? It was like 3. Some I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's really low, but.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, if I would I be able to learn any of those spells from the spellbook I got?
No, probably not. Not as a monk, I don't
Yeah,
think.
because it says 1d6 per sorcerer level, but then at first level 6 plus your constitution.
Hmm.
And then I don't know what it's considering higher levels.
Yeah.
And it's 1d6 or 4 plus your constitution modifier, which it just makes this seem low to me, but we can do this later. I'm just like,
Yeah, I can figure
No,
it out
so
later.
it would just be 4, and then your con modifier every time giving you HP.
Well, except for when she switches class, because then
Mhm.
it would be based off that class.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It doesn't even tell me what the druid one is. It's like, you're multi-classed.
Yeah.
Get fucked, loser.
Anyways, initiatives, what was it for Shinzu?
Oh, I didn't roll. I got a 15, and then Maddie's, yours initiative's a +8, right, Maddie?
Well, we're not worried about that yet.
Okay, well then
Since
Maddie can
yeah.
roll her own.
Yeah. For now, yeah. You said 15?
Yeah.
This is not a fight I planned, so I am having to get the vampire spawns and all the NPCs now.
You said I could roll my own. Give me your die.
Well, no, later, because you're not technically rolling yet.
Yeah, you're not in the fight yet. This is a Baldur's Gate 3 moment where you're able to semi-free move for now.
Carl Malone. Roam alone.
Then, let's see, Irina is a 7 because she got that -1 initiative.
Whoa! Calm down.
Then our vampire spawns. Three, 17, 14, and 11. All right. First up is going to be Vampire Spawn 3. And so they're going to rush towards you. And with a 23 hit you.
Hit me?
Yep. I assume a 23 hits you.
Yeah, it does.
For 7 damage.
Okay, now hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So I get deflect attack. Wait, how did it damage me?
What's that?
How did it damage me?
How did it damage you?
Yeah.
With a claw attack.
Which would just be, what, slashing?
Yeah, it's just slashing damage, yeah.
Okay. So then... I got 13. So I reduced the damage by 13. But it also says if you reduce the damage to 0 via deflect attack, you can expend 1 focus point to redirect some of the attack's force. If you do, choose a creature you can see within 5 feet. If it was a melee, or a creature you can see within 60 feet, that doesn't apply. The creature must succeed on a Dex 14 save throw, or take 2d8 plus 5 damage of the same type of damage dealt by the attack.
You said I gotta do a dex save?
Yes.
Okay. What was the DC? I got a 12.
14.
Okay, so it fails.
So then I roll 2d8.
Now, are you choosing Vampire Spawn 1 or 3? Because it doesn't have to be the one that
Whatever
it...
one. It does. Oh, then whatever one I have more damage on.
Okay, then 1, yeah. Because remember, it just said any target that's within the 5 feet of you. It didn't say that it had to be the one that attacked you.
So I'm gonna do that, and then
And just let me know how much damage it is.
18 damage.
Okay, so it's taken now 35 damage total. Alright. And so now it's going to be Vampire Spawn 3's turn still. And they are going to make another claw attack at you. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
This time it's for 9 damage.
Okay. Ooh, that hurt.
Alright. And that's going to be it for Vampire 3. Vampire 2's turn. You're getting boxed in. That's an 11, it misses. And that's an nat 20. Two. Four. That on the floor. 8. 9. Plus 3. So 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright. Vampire Spawn 4. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. So you should be back at full. Irina, as should you, Kasimir. And Vampire Spawn 4 is going to go for Irina. It's going to miss. And miss. Alright, it is now your turn, Shinzu.
Are we saying that me attacking the box counts as my attack this?
No, that was you starting the fight, so you're officially...
Okay, well then I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon Arms of Astral Self. But then I'm gonna use my focus point, and all 4 of these have to make a DC 14 Dex saving throw.
So all of them succeed except for 4. Vampire Spawn 4.
Okay, then it takes 11 force damage.
All right. Do the others take half or?
It no, I don't think they take any damage because it just says you must succeed or take the damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Then Vampire Spawn 4 is taking 11 damage.
Um,
For Shenzu.
um,
I forgot to give Kasimir his turn. He was technically before you, but if there's anything else, we'll
I
finish out your
guess
turn.
I'm gonna try my Cone of Cold.
Okay.
I want to hit as many as possible, but I don't know what you would allow for.
Yeah, let me see what we can do. So let's see. Spells or actions. Cone of Cold. It's a 60-foot cone. Which way do you want it to be facing, I guess?
I would at least like to hit one, so I would at least like to hit 1 and 2, but if I can somehow get 3 in there, I would love that.
Okay.
But
Let me
I'm not
see
going to
here.
ask you to bend the rules just to let me hit all 3.
So it's going to be kind of really wide. Because it's going to be 60 feet. Honestly, I think you could hit them all with a 60-foot. Shoot. Well, it'd probably be like something like that, actually. And then it would just go out and out until it hits 60 feet that way. So yeah, it'd be those two, I guess.
Okay, that works.
Um,
Um,
yeah.
attacks and saves is con 14.
Okay, so they gotta do a Constitution saving throw. They both fell.
Sick. That means they take 8d8 damage,
Mm-hmm.
which would be 23 damage.
I'm sorry?
23 damage to
20,
each.
23 damage. Okay. And then that's the first damage Vampire Spawn 2's taken. Vampire Spawn 1 is bleeding.
Okay, so that is
Officially your turn.
well. Okay,
Because what, you did your bonus action with the...
I get 2 attacks per action, but I don't know if that would count as a spell since it was like a ranged spell attack or whatever that I got from that gift.
We'll count that as a spell.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
no second attack.
Yeah. Okay. Then
So
Kasimir.
that would be end of turn.
Okay. Kasimir was supposed to go before you, but he's going to go now. He is going to... Ooh, what is he going to do? I think he might do Fireball on the 2 over there that haven't moved yet. Let's see, where'd that take him if he were to do it? If he were to do Fireball. Yeah, if he centers it there, then he won't hit y'all. Okay. In that case, yeah, he's gonna do Fireball on those 2. Top one fails, so Vampire 6 fails, Spawn 6 fails, 5 succeeds on the dex save, but they still are gonna, so they're still gonna take half of the 8d6. So 27 total. So Vampire Spawn 6 is going to take 27. And then 5 is going to take 13. And then that is it for Kasimir. And now it's Vampire Spawn 5's turn. And they're going to try to swing at Kasimir. Nat fail. And I'm actually going to make the cost of that be that they tried to swing with both in the first attack and missed. I'm going to get creative there. And Vampire Spawn 6, rushing in for their attack. They're going to hit on the first attack. For 11 to Kasimir. And then they're going to swing again. Hit again. For 7 more to Kasimir, leaving him at 22. And then Vampire Spawn 1's turn, finally. They're going to swing at Irina. And hit for 10. Swing again. And miss. And then it is Irina's turn, finally. She's going to go ahead and swing at Vampire Spawn 1 as well. With her mace. And hit for 6, 11, 15, 18. Making it take 76 total. And then it's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And fail and immediately be disrupted. So, Vampire Spawn 1 is gone. And as for you guys back in the party that are making your way to go save them, you guys will make it to the stairway within that 6 seconds that round went. Because rounds are 6 seconds. Alright, and that brings us back to the top. With Vampire Spawn 3 going for Shinzu again. And going to miss on the first attack. And miss on the second attack. Vampire Spawn 2 will crit fail and miss both their attacks. Vampire Spawn 4 will nat 20. And hit you for 13 damage on their first attack.
Okay, I'm gonna use my deflect attack again since it's a new round.
Yep.
So 1d10. 13 damage is what I blocked. How much did it do?
It did 13, so.
Okay, so I reduced it to 0?
Yep, so you're gonna get to do the thing again.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend another focus point to do that. What is it that they have to roll a DC 14 dex.
DC 14 dex.
Yes.
They nat 20'd.
Okay. So then I won't do the damage.
Okay, so it just breaks even, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then they get to swing at you one more time.
And they will. First one dead? Wait.
Yeah, Vampire Spawn 1 disrupted.
Okay.
Irina disrupted it with the mace.
Okay.
Basically, once y'all do 25 damage on it, if she hits it with the Mace of Disruption, it has to do a Wisdom saving throw, and then if it fails, it just auto dies.
Okay.
As long as it's an undead creature, she can do that. This one, so the damage you're going to take here is only going to be 7.
Okay.
Alright, and it's Kasimir's turn. And he's going to... I think he's going to need to Magic Missile in order to get us out of this mess. And he's going to focus in on Vampire Spawn 6. And let's see. Let's make that a 5th level slot. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8. 8 darts total. 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 17, 18, plus 8, 26. So it's going to take 26 damage. As you just see him shoot like 8 darts of magic missile at this one vampire. Auto hitting because magic missile. And Vampire Spawn 6 is now bleeding. It is now Shinzu's turn.
Okay. Am I able to Cone of Cold, like, and get all 4 of these? I feel like, or at least 3, if not more.
I believe you can get at least 3. Let me double check the cone. So if we're gonna shoot it out sort of this way. Yeah, you'll be able to get all 3.
Because there's this one, these 2, and then there's these 2. So I didn't know if it would reach all 4 or just.
Yeah, you'll get all 4.
Okay. Then I'm literally just gonna Cone of Cold again.
Okay. Time for
Uh,
saves.
a con saving throw.
Yeah.
14 is to save.
All except 3 fail.
Okay, so then 3 will only take half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is what they talk about when they say don't split the party. When you hear horror stories about splitting the party.
You know, it's fun sometimes.
I will say, Shinzu, Irina, and Kasimir are holding off pretty well on their own so far. but it does also look like a horror movie as they're like being like they're crowded by all these vampires.
Okay, so is it gonna round down or round up on 3?
On halves, it will round down.
Okay, so then Vampire Spawn 3 is gonna take 18 damage, the rest take 37.
Okay. Okay, so that's the first 18 you've taken. Let's see. Vampire Spawn 2 is bleeding. And you said it was 30. I just forgot.
37.
37. Okay. I think all three who took full damage is bleeding now. Let me double check that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. All three who took full damage are bleeding now. So Vampire Spawn 2, 4, and 5 are now in bleeding status. Well, not status, but flavor text.
well,
Because there was a. Yeah.
I'm gonna drink as my bonus action my superior healing potion. So
All
I'll
right.
roll for that. Okay, so I heal 23. And I'm back up to 29. And then
All
that's the end of my turn.
All right. Vampire Spawn 5 is going to go swinging at our magic boy here. Hit. And let's see. Did that one hit as well? Yeah, they both hit. For 15 more damage. Bringing Kasimir down to 7. Vampire Spawn 6 is going to try to finish him off. Oh, that's cocked. Okay, first attack misses, second attack hits. For 7 on the die, and an extra 3. So he is at -3. He is down. And in fact, because he's an NPC, he's dead. Because NPCs do not get the special treatment of heroes. Only heroes get that life-death counter bullshit when they die.
Okay.
Yeah, NPCs die on impact. So Irina's turn. After seeing that, she's gonna go in and she's gonna try to finish off Vampire Spawn 6 herself with another Mace of Disruption attack. It's gonna hit. For 12 on the base damage. Let's see if we can get another disrupt. We do. Vampire Spawn 6. Out of here. That brings the party. Y'all have made it to the library and are making your way towards the stairs to get down to where the fight is. It's getting scary. It's getting scary. Alright, that brings us back to the top with Vampire Spawn 3. Taking a swing at Shinzu again. Miss. And a hit. Just barely. Just hitting at the 18 mark. For 10 more damage.
I'm gonna deflect attack again then. Where's it at? Okay. 17 is the damage that I neglect.
That's gonna, yeah, so you got it dropped it to 0 again, so if you want to do your thing again. And
Sure. Why not?
I know it costs you a focus point, so I don't know if you wanted to do it or not.
Well, I have 6 total.
Okay.
So might as well. And then it'll do. The creature must succeed a DC 14 dex.
They failed. Which one are you hitting at? You've got 3 options.
I'm gonna hit 60 over here.
Okay. Vampire Spawn 2. Alright.
Two. 14 damage total.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it has taken 74 damage. It is still standing.
And that was just a reaction. So.
Okay. Vampire Spawn... Yeah, Vampire Spawn 3 gets... Yeah, they missed the first attack, hit that one. Vampire Spawn 2... hits on their first attack. For only 9. And then on their second attack, we'll hit again. For 8.
So how much damage in total?
17.
Okay.
And then Vampire Spawn 4 is gonna go for Irina. Miss. Hit. For only 8. And that brings us to the dead Kasimir, who can't do anything. And then Shinzu.
my turn.
Yep.
Shit, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna Cone of Cold all 4 of these again. Which is again a Con 14 save.
All right. All of them except 5 succeeded. 5 is the only one who failed.
It's okay, they're taking big damage, so they'll still take damage. Okay. Everyone else other than 5 is gonna take 21. And then 5 is gonna take 43.
I'm sorry? 40.
5 is gonna take 43.
Okay. And then, yeah,
And
they
then
take...
4, 3, and 2 is gonna take 21.
Yeah. So, let's see. 5 is dead. Vampire spawn 4. Nice. You saw. And then Vampire Spawn 2 is dead as well.
Okay. Then. In that case, I'm going to use another healing potion to fucking heal. Oh, you know what? I definitely healed wrong.
Oh, were you supposed to take a little more last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said you took a superior, right?
So it was... I was supposed to heal 8d4, and I did it backwards. So I did 48.
Oh, so you gave yourself more than you should have. Okay, that's fine.
Technically, I rolled low, so I don't
Well,
think it would have mattered.
Yeah.
Because I don't think... I don't think it matters because I rolled low anyways.
Yeah.
I'm doing a different one right now anyway, so...
Okay, yeah, just do it, yeah, whichever one.
Okay, I healed 17.
17, okay.
Which puts me back at 29. And I'm pretty sure that's more than I rolled last time, so yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
Anyways.
Alright, what else you got?
That is both my action and bonus action, so that is in turn.
Alright. Who we got left? 3 and 4. So it's just Irina's turn again. She's gonna hit. Six plus 7, 8, 9. Sorry, Vampire Spawn 4, we ruined your nice. Also, you're probably about to be disrupted. Oh! Was not disrupted. Okay. Um. She was going to do this if Kasimir had survived long enough for her to get to him on her turn, but she's going to go ahead and just use lay on hands on herself. $44. She's going to bring herself back up to full. And that's going to be her turn. So, with that, the rest of the party finally find themselves into this fight. So, everybody else, it's initiative time.
13.
9.
Then let me roll for the NPCs. Then all right. It's going to be. Let's see who we got left. Vampire Spawn 3 and 4. It's gonna be 3 first. Still. Also, the first thing y'all notice when you get down there is Kasimir's dead. So
Oh.
yeah, y'all ran here just for him to be dead. Uh, and Vampire Spawn 3 is gonna miss both attacks on Shinzu. Plep's turn immediately. And he's going to hit on his first attack. For 8 damage. Then on his second attack. Oh, wait. Yeah, his second attack. He will miss, I think. Yeah, he'll just barely miss. And that's going to immediately make Vampire Spawn 4's turn, who is going to swing at Plep. Hit for 7. Bringing him to 45. And then miss their second attack. And now it is Shinzu's turn.
Am I able to cone of cold? I'm kidding.
It might, yeah, I was gonna say it might be a little close now with Plep
Yeah.
there.
So then I guess I'm just going to quarterstaff attack.
Okay.
Or would I get disadvantage from being too close with a ranged weapon, or
No, because it's technically a melee weapon. You just happen to be able to reach as a ranged weapon, right?
because I might use the arc crossbow.
Oh, you might get a little bit of disadvantage on that, but
Okay, then. I'll just use quarterstaff then. I'm gonna attack 4 first. Do I get advantage because Irina's here? I guess.
yes.
Okay. Uh, first roll was 13.
That will miss.
And then the next one is a dirty 20.
Okay, that will hit.
And then it's a 1d8.
And that's for vampire spawn.
The 4.
Okay, 4. Yep,
I did 12 damage.
it is dead.
Sick. Um, then I'm gonna use my second attack on spawn 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I nat 20.
All right. So double the base damage on the die, and then add the modifier, the single modifier.
17 damage.
All right. All right. It's still up.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to. Where's it at? Do my unarmed strike.
Okay.
Uh, 19. Oh, and then another nat 20 because I
All
had
right.
advantage.
All right.
Let's see. 14 damage to it.
They are still up.
Okay, well that's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to Philabella.
Sick. Is it just this one? Can I like
Yeah,
bypass these people?
yeah, you can get around that. Yeah, it will count as single 5s to get through. Yeah, so you're good.
I'm like, I just need to slip through there. Excuse me.
You're like, excuse me, pardon me. Got people to kill.
Nope. I'm just gonna firebolt them again then.
Okay.
There you go. Right. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. This is not the right dice.
We've all been there.
I was like, it says 2d10. That was a 12. That wasn't it.
It's like, wait, how do I get a 12 on a 2d10? Well, you can't get 12 on a 2d10, but, you know.
Where is the 10 even? Oh. Which one is the 10 again? Am I crazy?
It's the one that looks like
It's this
like
one. It's
two
the
tops, yeah.
weird. Yeah, it's the weird, like.
It's like a top.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the other one? Oh, there. fall off my desk, please?
Except my metal ones are too heavy to spin like a top.
I know. I can't do these because they're plastic and I can't get my fingers around them. Alright. 11 damage.
It is dead. Phil Bell got the.
Susceptible? I was gonna say, are they susceptible to fire damage or anything?
No, they were just really low on, on health by the time you got here.
Well, are they in general though, I guess?
No, they don't have a weakness to it.
Okay, weird. I feel like they would, but
You would think. You would think fire, you know, cause sun and all that and undead, but nope. Alright. So Casimir's dead. The fight is over. You're still in this room with all these things. Anybody
what do
want
we
to
do now?
anybody want to loot the dead man?
Shit, don't mind if I do. Oh wait, I'm on flick. Hang on.
You're like, this guy was a pain in our ass. He brought us all the way out here.
Yeah, now the thing is, we're here, and now he's not alive, so...
So
guess
it's,
we leave?
you're like, do we need to be here anymore? So you find on him a ring of warmth and a spell book that has arcane lock, comprehend languages, hold person, identify, locate object, non-detection, polymorph, protection from evil and good, and wall of stone on it as the
That's
prepared.
a spell arcane lock, or it has an arcane lock?
Has the spell arcane lock. Otherwise,
I was like, it's got arcane lock, or it's...
otherwise I wouldn't have told you the other spells.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, just had to check.
But yeah, you find a ring of warmth, which is why the man has not needed to wear any of the heavy clothes you guys are wearing up the mountain. I don't know if y'all realize that the man was still just in robes this whole time.
No, you mentioned it. Because he had to change clothes, but he...
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I got a magic ring that keeps me warm. Um, you also find like, within his spell book is kind of like in the back pages, he's got like a kind of journal entries that he's been keeping. Um, and you find out that his plan was essentially once y'all found the, like, found this room that you're in now, he was going to find the dark gift of Zadun and use it and basically he was going to accept that gift so that way he could bring his sister back to life.
Maybe we should look for that. Sounds pretty powerful. We might need it, you know, no other reason.
That's why my hands are wet. No other reason.
Damn, what is going on with Luna's mic? I can hear everything.
I think it's because they're near enough to each other because
My door is open.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, it's really bad right now.
Yeah, because it was Maddie talking and it was going through, yeah.
This is a weird, like, choice, but I'm gonna give Irina the Ring of Warmth just because she's the fragile human.
You're like, you know, I'm not anti-humanist, but you are a fragile weakling human. So here.
Like, I don't care, I don't need it. Here you go. You might need it.
You humans need things that we don't. Alright, so then yeah, Irina will take that Ring of Warmth.
You're probably gonna have to write down everything in that book.
I will, yeah, I got you. Let me go ahead and give her the Ring of Warmth and equip it. She's gonna go ahead and put it on now. It also makes it to where, oh, It also reduces cold damage attacks.
Oh, sick.
Would have been nice earlier.
Yeah. Not that he was
So awesome.
not that he was taking a lot of cold damage. He was in fact not taking cold damage, which may have been the problem. All right. I guess I'll let y'all search the different like sarcophagi and figure out which one is the one you want.
Great.
It's not really grave robbing if you're not opening them, right? And they're still giving you things.
Fair point. What about which ones are the sarcophagi? I can't even tell.
The gold amber things and the
I'm
yeah.
just gonna go over here. I'm like, I don't know which one.
Yeah. Like the ones that y'all had found earlier over in the west wing. Okay, so in the east one, hey, good news, you found the one you wanted.
Did I?
Yeah. So, the vestige within the sarcophagus begins to speak to you mentally, and you hear the voice go, I am Zadun. I offer the power to raise the dead.
Woo! Yeah. Man, that's really rough. This man got to the location of his freaking journey and then died. He was like 5 minutes away from completing his quest.
Not even.
Ate shit. So, what does that get? Does that give me like raised dead, or is that something specific?
So you have the resurrection spell that you can just
Damn.
use,
Is it like
except
a one-time thing?
nope, you can just use it. Um, it doesn't say how many times, so well, Zadoon doesn't say how many times. Um,
Well, can I ask him? Because that seems like a pretty important little detail he's decided to leave out.
he refuses to answer, just says you will have the gift of resurrection, and that it will be able to work on. It will work regardless of how long the creature has been dead, which is a extra benefit of the resurrection of that spell, because resurrection usually does only allow for a certain amount of period of time before penalties happen.
This is what like level spell is that? I don't need to have the level of.
It's a
Spell,
level.
do I?
It's a level 7 spell, and no, you just
Okay, I'm
you
like, because otherwise I just have this spell and it's like, well,
no no
I
you
guess I have
just
to get stronger.
nope, you just cast it as an action.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna put it in my inventory. Then weirdly enough, I'm just gonna make a
Yeah, yeah,
custom item.
that's fine.
Because if I put it as a spell, it's probably gonna be like, oh, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Add item. I sniffed out the power. I was like,
So you do agree to this then? You do agree to this?
of course.
Okay. In that case, as soon as you agree to it, you immediately take on a corpse-like appearance to where
Oh no.
you could easily be mistaken for an undead. Which means whenever we do official artwork, we're gonna have to get a more corpse-like appearance for Philabella.
Damn, I can't get rid of this. I just look like this forever.
Part of
You
your.
know,
Some people get bad breath. Some people look like zombies.
you're already blue.
Abadee-da-doo-die.
Yeah.
If I was green, I would die. Well, I'm technically green though. Not
Yeah, you're more of a
blue.
more of an aqua.
I'm slightly blue.
Yeah, like a teal.
I'm blue and I'm green.
The worst of both. All right. With that, what do y'all want to do now?
I am down for whatever, as long as I can heal.
I mean, we kind of did what we need to do here, right? Do we just want to go?
Just leave them here.
Sure.
Yeah, define corpse-like appearance, because other than it changing my skin, like,
That's it.
my skin's already fucked.
It just changes how you look. Yeah.
Like, I don't got, like, eyeballs falling out.
No. But like, use
I
your
think I have clean-looking skin.
yeah. Let me double check something. Cause
Guess I should have asked if this was a permanent affliction.
all right. I assume y'all are planning to leave then.
We do what we need to. I'm ready.
Just leave Kasimir's body here.
What are we gonna do about his friend?
Oh, you mean his sister?
Yeah, well, is that his sister? I thought she was dead.
He was
have
Kasimir.
fun.
So Kasimir's dead. His plan was to resurrect his sister with the thing you just got.
Yeah, what about Esmeralda?
Oh, Esmeralda isn't his friend. That's that's Van that's Van Richten.
There you go. That guy.
Yeah, the old man,
Okay.
Grandpa. The fake Volo, because he wasn't really a wizard or a bard.
Or an elf.
Or an elf. Volo's not an elf, though. He's a human, so you know.
Well, no, but
Yeah. Only
he made himself
thing.
look like an elf when he wasn't.
Yeah.
Half elf, at least.
Which, once again, we had a very awkward discussion about that.
Yeah, it was
Elf face.
a slight racism.
It's a slight, yeah. And we've learned that Van Richten's he's just old. He's set in his ways, okay?
Well, I guess we can get out of here and go do something else we had to do then, since that guy's dead.
Yeah, y'all still need the Sunsword.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in the place.
And we were looking for seeds or something, or stones or something.
Oh yeah, the seeds, yeah.
We leave him dead and then just resurrect him anyway.
Well,
I'm not using my power on that. He's probably gonna get mad at me for taking it. Can we open that sarcophagus and then just kind of put him in there?
let me double check something.
We'll lay him to rest in here where he always wanted to be.
Where he always wanted to be.
I mean, we kind of gave him what he wanted, right? He's with his sister now anyway.
That is
It
some.
ended up being a different.
So funny. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
He got what he wanted, just not in the way he intended.
Oh my god. Let me check what happens.
Am I wrong?
The way these are pretty sealed up, so it would be you would have to effectively destroy it
Damn.
to open it. But I mean, yeah, y'all could just leave them here. Okay, so y'all are going up the stairs then and making your way out.
Mission accomplished. Good job, team.
Okay, as y'all make it up the stairs, you see another elf waiting at the top.
Great.
I don't know if y'all remember him.
He looks familiar. I don't remember what specifically, but I remember seeing his face.
Ah, it's
Where?
you again.
Is that the racist guy?
No.
Okay.
This is Rahadin.
Rasputin.
Well, you're lucky that my master does not wish any harm to befall you yet. So for now, if you will just let me by, we have no need to interfere with each other's goals.
Oh yeah, what are those?
I have just come to the temple to petition the dark gods.
Yeah, as you do.
Well, yes, I actually do that often for my master. Strahd deserves to be freed from his torment.
Yeah, what about the rest of us, buddy?
Look, like I said, let me by, I will do what I need to do, and I will let you by as well.
If I spit on him with that new necrotic damage?
I'm not sure about that, but
Probably not, but it's a funny idea.
That would be funny.
alright, well, if y'all are not going to interfere, he is just going to kind of make his way past y'all down the stairs.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, bro.
Alright. So, y'all leave the temple. Easy peasy. Now for the long ride back to wherever you're going.
Oh, do it again.
Um, I think we might go. How are we feeling? Do we want to do the last hour, or do we want to kind of wrap it here?
I'm fine with whatever.
I don't care. I mean, keep going.
I just
Keep
want
going, I guess.
my
Uh,
food.
Okay. Which? So the blue ones are the ones that lead to the seeds, if that's where you wanted to go next.
Oh yeah, the seeds.
Yeah, we gotta look for the seeds.
The seeds.
The seeds side
That's another
quest.
reason we came out here.
Yeah, because y'all wanted to go. Y'all wanted to go the furthest
On the
first,
list.
and then get the. Yep.
So these are the two that we know of, right?
Yes.
and we don't have a different one.
Not that I recall.
Yeah, we only know about those two.
But there's 3, right?
I think did he. Yeah. We just didn't know where the third one is. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess we go all the way this way.
Okay. Yeah, just go to the furthest out one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll make our way.
Making our way downtown.
Well,
Please, God, walking fast.
But we're not homebound. In fact, we're still very far from homebound. Until we get that sword. Okay, so y'all are heading to... let's see, which one was that one? Yester Hill. And I'm actually going to let y'all just go there, and I don't have notes for that yet, so we will go ahead and just call it a little early. But now we know where we're going. Since we know where, I wanted to figure out where we're going first, and then that way I can make notes based on which one we go to. And so I'll figure out, yeah, we'll just do a time, like a little travel jump next time, and y'all already be there.
sick.
All right. With that, y'all have a new power. Few new powers, actually. Y'all ran into another ally of Trarix. Y'all lost a party member.
Yep.
That was
He
bound.
wasn't gonna stick around after this one anyway. He was gonna have what he wanted.
It was kind of bound to happen. Like, eventually, y'all were going to start losing people because y'all kind of have a lot of people.
We can't protect everyone.
That too. I mean, I think these were probably some of the hardest fights y'all have done in a minute. I think today's session had that. But next time, y'all will be at Yester Hill. Also, level up. Y'all are going to be level 7s.
Okay, well, we should look at my fucking healing then.
Yeah, we'll look at that. Yeah, we'll look at that after this. That way we can look at that since we got some time. So yeah, thank you everybody who's watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And check out our YouTube, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, all that good stuff. All those Escape Reality Films. If you really like our content, you can check out our Patreon, which is also Escape Reality Films, and it's linked down below. What else am I missing? Our Discord. That's the other thing I'm missing. If y'all want to be a part of our community, we have a Discord. We do fun things. We watch movies and shows. I watched ahead still on Highlander again, and I got sad because of episodes that are ahead. But then this episode will be out after that. But mostly we've been watching Highlander and My Little Pony lately, with some other stuff that Seth rounds up our viewings with. By the time this episode comes out, we'll have watched Kroll, which is going to be exciting. That one's fun. And then I think Seth said his next one he was going to start doing for us was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, flip the coin for it.
Yeah, so we're going to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, starting with the first arc, which honestly is I mean, you could watch any arc in any order, but the first arc is probably the best one to start with, and then you can just kind of bounce around from there. Plus, then you can understand that it was a Dio reference and hate it like I do. Because once it's in context, it's kind of ruined as a meme. But yeah, those are the fun things to do in our Discord. We also just hang out, play video games sometimes. And y'all can listen to the D&D games when we play them. Like, we had a few people in here today. Seth showed up. Rye showed up for a little bit. It was a good time. Anything y'all have to shill out to our fans?
Nope.
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 All right, then. We'll see you all next time. Thank you once again for watching. Have a good one. Bye.